words of Jesus tell us that it is okay to feel down sometimes, because Jesus has been through worse. The cross is the epitome of abandonment. Another great abandonment in human history is the Holocaust, which signifies the abandonment of the Jews by fellow human beings. According to Elie Wiesel, a Holocaust survivor and a Nobel Peace Prize winner, abandonment is the heaviest hurt a human being has to endure. When he was in the concentration camp, he was surrounded all around by pain, suffering, and death. But the worst hurt of all, he says, was the feeling that none of his family or friends knew that he was alive. He felt abandoned. So whatever be our situation, it pales in comparison to Jesus on the cross, where he felt utterly abandoned. So he understands our every sorrow, every failure, every defeat, sense of guilt, sense of despair, feeling of loneliness, feeling of unworthiness, every negative emotion you name it. Rightfully, he is also called Emmanuel, which means God with us. As a popular hymn says, there's not a friend like the lowly Jesus. No, not one. No, not one. Jesus knows all about our struggles. He will guide till the day is done. There's not a friend like the lowly Jesus. No, not one. No, not one. Thirdly, these words of Jesus remind us that this is not the end of the story. There is no Good Friday without Easter 3 days later. So let us assume for a moment that the third interpretation, which I mentioned earlier, is correct. That is, Jesus was reciting Psalm 22. In that case, Psalm 22 is a reflection of Jesus' own experience. The psalm begins with the depressing words, my God, why have you forsaken me? Then the mood continues with painful details of the suffering. But suddenly, the tone changes in verse 22, which says, I will declare thy name unto my brethren. In the midst of the congregation will I praise thee. Thereafter is all praises for mercies and redemption till the end of the psalm. The very same Jesus who cried out, my God, why have you forsaken me? Reassures his disciples after his resurrection. Don't be afraid. I am with you always, even to the end of the age.